Hi all, hope you're having a great day. Okay, so a while back, May the 15th, 2023, I was issued these papers from the Mullen law firm. So it says here, immediately cease and desist all defamation, false advertising, and securities fraud. Dear Mr. Stell, this law firm represents Truth Seekers LLC, a United States entity, and First Argentine Mining Co. If you are presented, okay, so I'm not represented. We are writing to you regarding a series of defamatory statements about our clients that you are publishing on YouTube with intent to damage truth seekers and First Argentina. So first of all, change the name already. In these publications, you falsely accuse our clients of fraudulent business practices. So they're basically referring to a couple of videos I did, one about Lou and another one about Famco, about the mining warehouse. And I basically said that they'd lied. They said that they already owned the warehouse when actually they didn't. So I kind of proved in that video that they were lying about the ownership of the warehouse. And that all caused a massive upheaval in the Discord group. So anyway, I've been sent this, and it says, should you fail to sign and return the settlement agreement by Thursday, May the 25th, 23, we'll bring an action against you. And Corinne Mullen, okay, so, and then it copied in Truth Seekers LLC in First Argentina Mining Company. And then Exhibit A, so then the settlement agreement. So basically, I've got to kind of agree to all of this and then sign it at the bottom. But when I was going through this, it says here, each of the parties agrees that he has the opportunity, he has had the opportunity to review this agreement prior to entering into it. So in other words, we've got to all agree to this before we sign it. So right at the bottom, I'm supposed to put my name here on the dotted line, although it's not a dotted line. And then they're supposed to put their name here, and someone's supposed to put their name here. So I wrote back, okay, so I had some twos and fros, as it were, or rather just me. So he says here, I'm supposed to sign this tomorrow, but you are asking me to sign an agreement between myself and two entities that don't exist, or I don't think they exist. So namely, First Argentina Mining Co. and Truth Seekers LLC. So that's another thing. First Argentina Mining Co. And if we have a look at Famco, it says here, First Argentine Mining Co. Okay, so they keep sort of changing their name, it seems. They've been called three different things in this document. So I cannot find these companies registered anywhere. Do you have their company numbers or where I can look them up? I also asked a business colleague to look for them and she couldn't find them either. Okay, so I've asked numerous people to try and find Truth Seekers LLC, and they couldn't find it, and I'll show you some more info. So they sent a second one as well. So, dear Mr. Sell, we are writing to you a second time on behalf of Truth Seekers LLC, the United States entity. So that's important. They're mentioning it again. So I've given them an opportunity to, well, in a previous email, I wrote that I wasn't sure about the company name, okay, and they basically come back a second time, you know, saying Truth Seekers LLC. So they've had an opportunity to change the name, okay. Now, so what I did was I basically went to this site, sexstates.com, and checked for everything. And basically a list here of all the states. So you can just click on them and then you sort of do a search. So here, you go here. And this is a very boring task, but I felt it was prudent that I did it. So here, as you can see, I've looked at stable fund and stuff in the past. Truth Seeker. And then search. And you can get different, so you'll get something back. So as long as it contains the word Truth Seeker. So clearly in this, it says Truth Seekers LLC. Now I did a search for the Argentine Mining one as well. I couldn't find it in Argentina, couldn't find it in the States. No idea where that could be registered. They haven't told me. Let me get back where. So here we go. We got all sorts of things. Paranormal Truth Seekers LLC, Truth Seekers Christian Ministry. So you get all sorts of things back. And I basically compiled a spreadsheet because why not? So I put the state here, and then I could find nothing identical. So there's no name matching that. Or in some cases, there was something close. So I put it down. So here, Truth Seekers LLC. But again, this is different. This is all one word, Truth Seekers LLC. It's different from Truth Seekers. All right, it's Truth Space Seekers LLC. And you can see it's formed in 2004. So clearly that is not the one we're looking for. And I basically went through all of these, putting some that could potentially be the ones. Okay, so this is really the only one here. And that's dissolved in 2022. So that can't be it because it should be an active company. Again, Truth Seekers LLC. Okay, and then there's this one here, Truth Seeker LLC without an S, and that was formed in 2011. And so I basically couldn't find anything. I went through every single state. So I've basically done my due diligence. I've looked for the company Truth Seekers LLC, and I cannot find it in any single state. I've gone through all 50. I've even gone through other places like the Turks and Caicos Islands and all of these. But at the end of the day, their attorney is saying that this is a United States entity. So it can't be registered in the UK, for instance, it can't be registered in Europe. It's got to be a United States entity. So it's got to be within the States. So I asked again, okay, I've asked Lou and I've asked Dowking and I've asked Aaron, the solicitor who's represented here. Okay, Aaron Kress. And I've also asked Corinne, who's the person in charge. I've sent them, Aaron, 2 emails. I've sent Corinne 2 emails. I've sent Dowking an email. I've sent Lou an email and Telegram. And basically, I've been met with stony silence since. All right. So the deadline has passed. Okay. So the deadline has passed, which was on Thursday, May the 25th. And I've got nothing back since. Okay. No contact back whatsoever. Just complete stony silence. Now, if you go in the Discord here, Dowking's released this. Seekers, I'm proud to unveil to you our new roadmap. There's been an immense amount of items happening behind the scenes. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But there's one major item I want to touch on, and that's a full rebranding. Since the project's inception, there's been almost endless drama, and frankly, we're tired of it. Security services are never an endorsement for success, yet every time we've done an audit, KYC, or helped a project, we've been swept up in that project's drama somehow. Their project fails and our token is being drugged down with them. Drugged down, okay. I think he means dragged down. This has hindered our progress, so we're done with audits and KYCs. The revenue is minuscule and frankly not worth any of the mess it brings. So we're going to be rebranding as Strategic. Strategic will be a software-first company. So if you're invested in this or you're already in the Truth Seekers, what I would probably ask is ask where their LLC. If they're going to form a new company that's not called Truth Seekers LLC, not that I could find Truth Seekers LLC in the first place, but Dowking and Lou, I guess, are forming a new company, it says here. So what I would do if I was invested in this, I would ask, where are they based? Okay, what is the company name? And, you know, can you look them up and find them anywhere? So that would be the first thing I'd be asking for this rebrand. So our goal will be to put everything we have into the existing platform and the new software waiting to be released. There will be a brand new token which will be airdropped to all of our existing holders and stakers. We look at this as a fresh start for our community. We plan to use FAMCO revenues to pay out directly to NFT token stakers. The remaining revenues will be used to buy back and burn the Strategic's token. It sounds a little bit similar to the Truth token again to me, but okay. We're looking for this to happen within 30 days. Now it could take a bit longer as we need to adhere to our developers' timelines. So please continue to be patient. Again, we're looking at this as a fresh start for our community. Okay, so if they're going to make it a fresh start, that's great. Good luck to them for pivoting and getting rid of this truth seekers name, which is obviously not very good, because everywhere I go, it seems to be that everywhere I've seen that nobody's got a good word for truth seekers. So good luck with the rebrand. But what I would say is, if you are going to do that, try to be transparent. If you're now going to call yourself Strategic whatever LLC, then tell everyone where you're based. Tell everyone where you're setting up, which company, which state you're setting up. So give everyone full transparency, because I guess that is what you guys are setting out to do. So I've done my due diligence in trying to find all this Truth Seekers LLC, and I couldn't find it. So I'm kind of the opinion that this is what's known as fraudulent misrepresentation. So this is a knowingly false assertion intended to mislead another and make them agree to a contract. A contract such as this. Okay. So in my opinion, okay, from what I have found, with the evidence that I have found, and the fact that they haven't been transparent with me and give me any information of where their company is, they haven't tried to say, oh, our company's here. If they were a proper company, why wouldn't they do that? I don't quite understand that. Because I've asked them before this deadline was met. I asked them to provide information so that I could sign the document, and I just met with stony silence. Okay, and they just basically sent out two documents with Truth Seekers LLC. So it seems to me, in my opinion, of all the evidence I've got, so I've got to be very careful here. So just on the evidence I've got, it seems to me that they're bringing what's known as fraudulent misrepresentation, a knowingly false assertion. So in other words, they know that they don't own Truth Seekers LLC because it doesn't exist. It's intended to mislead another, i.e. me, and other people, that they've sent cease and desist, because I know for a fact they've sent other cease and desist letters to other YouTubers, and they've told me that they had the words Truth Seekers LLC in that, saying cease and desist. So they've fraudulently misrepresented themselves. So fraudulent misrepresentation is a misrepresentation made where the representer knows the statement is false. So they must know it's false. Well, I mean, you'd know whether you owned a company or not. Okay, you'd know if you'd set up this company or not. And it doesn't seem to be set up in the United States, because that's what they're saying. So I've done all my due diligence in trying to find Truth Seekers LLC, a United States entity, and I've given this law firm plenty of chances to say, oh, we've got the name wrong here. Okay, because I was asking about names, and also asking about, I couldn't find it, and I was met with stony silence. Now, I don't know what that means exactly. Okay, that's open to interpretation, but I've done my due diligence. I've looked in every single state. I've looked in every corner of the United States to find Truth Seekers LLC that represents Lou and Dowking. Now, the other thing is, so I know it's from Lou because I sent a telegram to him. So here it is. He sent this. Hello, John. Thanks for reaching out. I'm afraid at this point it is in my attorney's hands. I would have been willing to have a civil conversation and answer any of the questions that you had, but at this point you've already publicly defamed me, committed libel and slander. So now my legal team is dealing with it. You should hear back this week. Thanks, Lou. Hi, Lou. I was looking up Truth Seekers LLC and I cannot find it registered any state in the USA that reflects you or Dowking being the owner. I've contacted the law firm representing you and they give me a silent treatment. Or perhaps my emails went in the spam. Who knows? Anyway, I'm asking for clarification from you that Truth Seekers LLC actually exists. And if it does, can you please tell me which state you registered in? Thanks in advance. Stony silence. So there we have it, guys. Make of it what you will. Let me know in the comments if you can find Truth Seekers LLC that is a company that is registered to Lou or Dowking. Can you find First Argentina Mining Co. registered anywhere that is anything to do with, I guess, Patricio. Okay, I'm gonna have to guess that it belongs to Patricio. I have no idea, but clearly Lou is behind this because he said in a Telegram chat that it's in his legal team. Okay, so I can sort of put Lou and Truth Seekers together. I can only guess that Dow King is also behind Truth Seekers because it's a bit of a weird one. This, how can I sort of call them Truth Seekers LLC when I don't think it exists? Okay, it's a bit of a strange one. But there we have it. There we have it.